some good old programming. Everyone's had a good day so far. Hope everyone's having a good week so far as well. Oh. Okay, let's get this sorted. Why is this not working? Editor layout, save change. Okay. But yes, no, hope everyone's it's good to see both you Max and Roger. It's been a moment or two. There we go. Awesome. It's working now. Oh, I am very tired. Oh, I've been having some very long days at the moment. Been having somewhat early-ish nights, but I have been getting up quite early to just get work done. So I am quite tired. At least today, we will not be doing side programming as much because I can't do side programming on what I would need to work on. So at least that's a good thing. We'll focus on this project a bit more because, yeah, on Wednesday, I just needed to finish what I was working on, which is finished to an extent that I'm going to be able to submit it, at least. But I sadly get exponentially slower the closer. Yeah, that I do understand. The closer you get to completion, the more you're just like, about it all. I mean, that's kind of what the semester is now, right, for me. I've got a tech leverage one that I'm working on at the moment for an assignment. I've got an AI one that I need to do, and then I've got a presentation on Monday. And I've now apparently got a job interview on Monday. Which is going to be unpleasant. But I'll see how it goes. Alright, so I wanted to... There's a few things I wanted to do still. There's a balance overhaul I want to do, but I feel like I shouldn't do balance overhaul until all the weapons are fixed. So let's fix, what is it again? Idle Song. I know Idle Song is bugged as fuck at the moment. So let's just fix that. Is it because it's still the old system? Because that would probably influence it. Yes, it is the old system. Okay. Well, let's switch it over to the new one so we can fix it. God, I wish I had... Yeah, it's just a straight array push now, isn't it? New skills, constructor 1. So that's how I write it out. I need to remember how I write it because it's been a little bit. Okay, and then do I put it above? Where's the format? Yes, I put it above. Cool. Okay, name. Oh. function is an array. And then sprite array starts with icon. And then goes through all others. Object array should be left empty for now. Description is just text-based for now. Did the 2 lines preventing it from being fully usable. Now I could call it done, but let's be honest, we won't. Yeah, no, it's the nightmare of it all, isn't it? Just the forever never wanting to be done with it. I mean, how many times have we reworked weapons in this game? Right, like this project has seen a lot of overhauls, and it will see more overhauls before it's done. I'm sure of that. I'm trying to make it in a way that I can't overhaul it too much more though, because like this new skills constructor, I don't actually see much more room for overhauling in it outside of facilitating overhauls external to it, which it's designed to be able to handle that. One of the biggest ones I can think of immediately is the description. The description's going to get an overhaul at some point on how those function. It's still my hope. So I will do that at some point. Now I believe I have a rule for these. Yeah, it's damage, area, speed, amount, cooldown, regardless. It's always these. So damage is this, area, I'm gonna leave as 1 and I'll change some scaling for it later. Amount is just whatever it is, 0, and cooldown is 7 apparently. We could have the slow effect be the speed value. And the duration needs to probably be a separate value. It's just the best way to do the duration. But I think I'll do the slow value separate as well. Slow effect. Level up. I have a function for this, right? Level up array. Okay, 0.5. I think this is auto-adjusting from memory. I just need to input. Yeah, I just need to input. Cool. Okay, value 1, which is area, still is. So value for damage then goes up again. Scaling on this weapon seems really piss poor. Value 2, so that's the slow effect. So what is slow effect now? It is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wait, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it's value 6. Ugh. It was part of this. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this would be 6th, right? Yeah. 0.1, I believe it was, right? Just increase it by a very small amount. Yeah. Then I think we got on the next level up is that's damage and area get increased by 1. Nice. Then slow and area increase. 0, 0, 0. Yeah. And then just 0.1. God, it's been a while since I've done this. Value 3. What the fuck was value 3? Duration, right? Yeah, so duration increases, and so does slow. Alright. Seems like a very weak final upgrade. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep. Is idle song stagnant? True, right? But I think true's default. No, I should probably just have it then, if it doesn't look like it's a default. What's after it then? So it is remove type duration. Yes, it is one. Hit type weapon, we will change that, but I'm going to use these as the reference points. It's per second, or per tick. And crit point should probably be tick. Right. Unless we want... Nah, I don't think the whole thing should crit. I think it should be... And it shouldn't probably be per target. I think it should be per tick. Per target seems very dangerous for processing. Oh, I hope everyone's loved the fact that now you can't... your likes are no longer public on Twitter. I am very upsetty spaghetti about that. But yeah, no, I'm very upset by that idea. I'm not against likes being private. I'm against the failure to choose. I genuinely think the smartest thing they could have done was keep the option, because I think they had it as an option for a while, but make it default off. I think that would have actually solved more problems. Basically said we're switching everyone to it. You have to manually switch it back on and do it that way. I think that would have genuinely resolved more things overall. Because the fact that it's a privacy point is the argument they're making is not true. What it is it's just like they've had enough of people bullying other people for leaving their likes on public. Or those that aren't digitally literate leaving it on a public way, so they end up getting in trouble. So no, just make it so that it's default private, and then they can elect to make it public, because there are some accounts where that is actually probably beneficial. Right, because now, like, to give an idea, there was a huge love I had for the few times I got, like, my stuff got liked by, like, the original creator, right? I'll stand by this. There's a few VTubers that have liked the art that I've done for the thing. Now, mind you, most of the time, a good few of them were just probably doing it because they went through the R tag and were like, yeah, that's cool, yeah, that's cool, yeah, that's cool, and didn't really think much further. Basically checked that it wasn't probably AI generated, and that's about it. And yeah, I just think that that's kind of... It's sad to lose that aspect. Now exists on the asset store with fancier stuff. Nice. I wonder if there is like... Surely there's a way to be able to pull that data anyway, right? Pull what your likes are. But there's no way in hell that shit is actually fully secured. In a point where no one can access it. I just feel that that's just not how that works. Because it's still got to be server side, right? Oh, too far. I believe it's just right at this way. Yep. And then I just gotta fix the values. And move some stuff around. Is it 4? 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, cooldown's the same still. Objects technically true. Duration though is now 5 and this is now 6. And those should be the only things that actually truly changed. However, we do have the new this stuff to push through. Okay, and then I believe the second one is the step function by default. Yes. By default, the second one is the step function. Okay, so now we go to weapon components. Go to the actual thing. And just yoink this stuff. If not paused, if paused time state destroy self equal active is pause. Okay. I might want to change that, but we'll see. I know I want to change this anyway, so we'll fix up a few things. Whoops. Interesting. Did not expect that to be how that works. Press the wrong button for a moment then. Always good. Okay, so Y scale. So No, what is it? It's, view width. That should actually do the thing I want it to. Okay, now I need to actually do the testing. So it was weapon 11, right? Good old Iron Mouse coming in with the testing. I do need to actually set up like a default character that I can quick edit. To be fair, I need to set up, like I've said before, I need to set up a debug space. Okay, that looks more or less correct now. However, there's a chance that that's going way too far now that I think on it. So let's go back to this and not this, this. And I want to modify this value by because it's scale that we're playing with here. That's the thing that I need to remember. Damn. How do I do this maths again? I can't fucking remember. It's like the value, is it value divided by the scale, or is it scale divided by the value? Because the worst part is it won't quite work. Because it will be, the scale will keep changing, so I can't actually modify it by that value. I'd have to create a variable for it if I was to do it that way. There's something for it though. I mean, I can just divide it by 2 for now. See what that looks like. It's probably not going to be correct, but you know. Because again, like, I have a since it's a scale, technically it's just gonna... Yeah. Because it was, what, 7 something before? 7.1. So if we leave it at 7.1, what comes out of it? Because now that it's kind of cleaned up a little bit. I don't want to be using magic numbers, but if there's a reason why we have the magic numbers, then we should probably keep that in mind. Okay, well that definitely goes off screen. What happens when we have it just at 7? Also, why is it not equal instead of less? whoa. I just realized something. There's maybe wrong here. Whatever never equals that. If image scale is less than or... Yeah, just less than. We don't need an equal. Like, sure, it will hit it because certain things, but what happens if it skips a step and it pushes through more than it needs to? Okay, so the 7.1 was correct, it seems. Again, this is why I'm just double checking why I hit this magic number and if there's going to be a way to effectively replicate this so it doesn't have the same issues. Or some issues. But if it doesn't need to, then it doesn't need to, right? Oh yeah, it does no damage because these have armor. Unless it crits. That's actually kind of rough. Actually, I want to test one last thing. Okay. I'm gonna just try that, because these are functions that are getting called from the object, so their self-reference should work correctly here. If that fixes the problem, then awesome. If it doesn't, then I might need to do some different coding here. Does not. Okay. So why is that not working correctly? Because it should just genuinely be like, this is when it's not paused. And this is when it is paused. Oh, it's paused. That's a point. Okay, so we're just gonna have to... I think we have a thing for this though now, right? There we go. And And then I think I need to reference an object. So we'll just go through target. What am I making? I am making a video game. I can show it in a moment, but okay, that should work. But now I need to have I could trigger that down here. And that would solve, I think, the problem. Then I would be able to get rid of this and this. I think that should work. Alright, let's test this weapon again. This won't be a great showing of what the game's currently in because again, I'm fixing some older weapons to bring them up to the newer system. So I do apologize that I'll probably be moving quite quickly. Let's see. See, now that's not working. Like, clearly not working. Can I have one that doesn't have quick start? No, all of them have quick start. Of course, they all do have quick start. Okay. Good, I've got a crash. That helps me a lot. Time source callback argument must be an array. Huh? Oh. Yes. That would help. Yeah, so this is a weapon that I'm working on at the moment that is I think Song of Mana from Vampire Survivors is one of the best reference points for it. Okay, now if I pause, it doesn't get removed. Does get removed. Cool, we fixed it. Oh, there we go. That took not that long, but enough time to mean it was annoying. Okay. So to explain what I just did, this is a function I have. Song of Mana is one big hitbox though? Yeah, it is. It's everything inside of that area is what's affected. At the moment, it's still just a square to give a reference point. It still it doesn't have any of its assets plugged in because I haven't made them. But to kind of prove what I'm talking about, where's a good example? Yeah, see? It's affecting those targets. Am I hyper-focused? I wouldn't say so. I was just getting... I mean, I can only look at so many places. Chat's off to my right side, and programming's in front of me. But yeah, there we go. That's how works. It also slows, which I believe is based on a mana do that, or is it later stages? No, I think it might be the evolution that does the slow. Point is that, yeah, that's the idea of that weapon, and I'm glad that I've managed to get that working. I'm still not happy about using magic numbers though, but that's how it is. But yeah, so with this, yeah, so this function is creating a time source, which I just removed the time source from there. It's pushing it to the pause array, so I don't have to worry about pausing it internally in here. And then what it is basically doing is it's taking the target, which is itself, and when the timer is over, which is the duration, it just destroys it. Don't copy it mechanic for mechanic. Well, I mean, again, it's a Vampire Survivors like game. There is inspiration from it and other games alike that. My intention is not to copy, it is to be inspired by. If someone wants to say otherwise, go right ahead, but point is that that's kind of how it works. There's the ever-growing statement of technically no idea is an original idea. There's a reason why you can come up with something and then you'll see someone else do it as well. Even regardless of you never being in any close proximity. One that I know I will never get over was, fun fact, while I was fucking around one day with design stuff, I was designing League Champs because I was like, it'll be fun to try and work within its rules. So I came up with this idea of a scythe-wielding character that had a dash forward on its first, like on its Q, a line shot on its W, and could kind of turn into a Rammus ball that would knock targets back and go through walls. And about a year and a half later, Kane came out. Now, mind you, the idea for the character also was to have the ult be a switch mode, kind of like Jace, if you've ever played the game. So the character wasn't exactly the same, but the fact that the concept there is like, well, clearly someone else came up with it as well. So, does that mean that it's an original idea? No. But it also was. It's weird. Oh, my bills are coming in. What is this? Oh, Watchman. Okay. Something new got announced. Oh, you changed your name? Oh, okay. Fair enough. But yeah, so that's why, again, it's impossible to truly come up with an original thing, I guess, in a sense. I mean, I could also make the same argument with the Kale rework, right? Like, I remember before Kale got reworked, I came up with a concept, and it was a separate character completely, because I didn't think about reworking, where it was a character that leveled up with their ultimate and did unique effects. I always do sit there and wonder if I committed more to those sort of design things and actually posted them somewhere, would it have, like, given me a chance at something I might not have had before? Because I know some companies do pay attention to their communities and, like, the creative side of them. Because I know, like, Warframe's a good example of this. I have a few Warframe designs, and I feel like if I'd released them, like, I think almost like 5 years ago when I did them, there is a chance that if I kept developing more and more and kept working on that, I could have probably worked at DE. Just because I would have actually shown some creative knowledge and understanding. I know League's done that with some artists, but then again, you've also got the fact that these companies do tend to drop people from time to time. So there's a mixed argument there, if it's good or not. Alright, so now I can delete this object. This is the best part of this rework, is how much I'm getting to delete because of it. Oh, Honeybee, god. Honeybee is going to be one of the few weapons that I get to try out weapon-based pathing on. Come here, cat. I see you want to come up. I have now 2 cats on the lap again. Gotta love it. Because apparently the bed's not comfortable enough. But yeah, Honeybee is going to be one. I'm also going to potentially change a few things about it. I know I'm going to change its visual quite a lot. Because the original idea is still going to be what it is, and I think it's fucking hysterical. But I want to kind of design it a little bit more with Sparkle from Honkai Star Rail as its color basis. So I read that League artist has a unique one of these pop-ups that they drew. Basically, if someone hits them with the one toxic ones, they just go objection. I drew that. I love that. That is actually phenomenal. I love that idea so much. I mean, you know, the one joke for League that it makes me so sad that this is actually true. So one of the recent champions that they released, in fact, I think it was the last one that they released, was Smolder, the little baby dragon. Smolder has a line, I think it's one of the taunts or something, which is like, my mom works at Riot. It's like, my mom works at Riot, sort of thing. You know what the sad part about that line is? It's actually not true anymore. The person that actually worked on Smolder, she got fucking fired in the big layoffs. As Smolder was releasing, this layoffs happen. And made that line so painful. It's like, my mom works at Riot. No, she don't anymore, hon. No, she don't. So that was extremely... That still makes me sad to this day. Yeah, my mom worked at Riot. Gotta correct that voice line now, I guess. It's just... It's lines like that that I see in games often, and just occasionally they do not age well. Because it's more... We need to change it to my mum works again. Whoa. It's just more irritating, right? Because, like, I'm sure most people understand this, but... So, what happened was, game industry, they expected COVID was going to screw them over hugely, so they did a bunch of layoffs in early COVID. It ended up going the opposite direction, instead got a boom, so they all fucking hired a shitload of people. And then this year kind of came in, they saw that they weren't making as much money as they were over COVID, which is not surprising because people are actually starting to go back to work and all this sort of stuff, and the environments are normalizing a bit more. So then they did the big layoffs to basically compensate for that, to ensure that they keep it a stable thing. I'm not going to say that that's a wrong decision to make, but it just aggravates me that some of the people that they got rid of, and specifically like this designer, have been with them for like 7-something years and had been one of the better people that they had there, and it's like high experience, high all of this sort of stuff, and they get rid of them because they have to do these layoffs, and it's like, well, but why? Would it not be, it sounds harsh to say, but like, it is more expensive to train individuals than it is to keep people around. So unless they had like a lot of special amounts because they'd been working for that long, right? Like I can't remember the term for it, but basically when you work at a place for long enough, you can normally just get natural raises on top of what you get normally because you've been there for so long. Unless that was an issue, but like it just seems really weird to get rid of long-term people working there. And the way they did it, oh, it was disgusting. Is that like they put it on social media before they informed anyone actually at the workplace, which means that they basically got a day or so of just going like, well, am I going to even be able to, like, when I come to work tomorrow, am I just going to be turned away at the door? Which is basically what happened. It's fucking foul. That is so bad. Now, sure, they got really nice severance packages and all that sort of stuff, but like, the stress that causes is worse than anything else, in my eyes. Like, you've just caused so much anxiety and stress to these individuals. You might as well have just fucking screwed them over monetarily instead. And given them fucking time. Because like, I think most of them basically got like what would be equivalent to a year's worth of money or something. So, again, the severance packages were really good from what I saw, but it doesn't excuse the approach that they took. I mean, up for doing a card at the end of stream, sure. I don't mind. I don't know. A lot of complaints can be made about the games industry and how they've handled a lot of things. Yeah, fuck corporations. Yeah. I hate being, like, of that argument, but, like, genuinely, it just pisses me off. Because it's the same with a lot of large-scale organizations, right? Is that when VTubing community, we see this a lot of the time, and I actually agree with CDog VA a little bit on this category, is that these corporations are not your friends. They will never be truly your friends. They can be nice and heartwarming, and like they can be all this sort of stuff, but at the end of the day, they're a corporation. So when they do like the transparency can be used as a weapon. And I agree with this. There is an extent in which it has been weaponized in some cases, specifically with one, which was Niji-sanji. Niji-sanji, which has been like a huge discussion I've already had a few times, but Niji-sanji tried to weaponize their graduation announcements. They did so with a lot of people late last year and early this year. And it was really bad. And they'd done it too many times to eventually get to the point of like, okay, now we just kind of have to like, hey, this is too much. Because there's some of this, the problem as well, and this is where it comes to this difficulty of contractual obligations, is a lot of these VTubers are not allowed to actually say, hey, by the way, I was that person, and they're fucking lying. Because it's the same with like, not quite to the same extent, but like, I know in America there is ratings and stuff like that that doctors get. And you can leave a rating saying like, oh, they did this wrong, this wrong, and this wrong. And it's like, well, no, I didn't. You just didn't like the outcome. But I can't respond to that because then I'm breaching patient-doctor confidentiality, which is actually a worse crime than having the rating go down. But also the rating going down hurts a lot. And that's kind of that situation with these people. And it's So it means that you're in an NDA where they can just openly berate you and throw you under a bus and talk really poorly of you, and you can't respond. You just have to have basically your public image ruined. So I actually appreciate the kind of fight back that did happen early this year. In New Zealand. Wait, no, I'm not talking about fucking New Zealand government. I'm talking about VTubers. What? I'm on topic for this game. That's my issue with that stuff though, and it makes me very upsetty spaghetti to see this stuff, because it is, yeah, like weaponized new sure, no, it's weaponized transparency. It's, again, companies are learning that they need to be transparent, but they can choose how they're transparent and what to be transparent about. So it begs a kind of a statement as well of like, maybe there should be two-way NDAs on these matters. So like if someone is graduating, just to say they're graduating, not to give full reasoning unless specified, but if they are allowed to give reasoning, then the other person can come in and dispute that. Because it made them refuse a lot of hard tasks, meaning worse performance but higher rate. Yes, I do know some do, but in America I still know there is a few places that's still the case, where there is ratings of like the clinic, of that sort of stuff, which is horrendously bad. I genuinely, it does, yeah, entice the wrong sort of thing, because it's either you take on all sorts of things and actually be a beneficial individual as much as you can and get potentially negative ratings because you didn't agree with the patient, or the patient didn't agree with your diagnoses or anything like that, which is, it's gonna happen, right? Like, you tell them, hey, by the way, you've got cancer. So, no, I don't want to have cancer. So, well, damn, that's not how this works. And then they leave a bad review and say, oh, they told me a false diagnosis, yada yada yada. It's like, look, also they sometimes get it wrong, right? And I'm pretty sure most doctors will admit they're not 100% correct all the time. They do their best to be, but yeah. So you take that, or you get, like, as you said, they'll just stop taking on big things, and then they'll just kind of like do vaguer shit that is more generalized and worse for the people coming, because it doesn't get negative reviews as often. And it's I don't want cancer, so they shouldn't have told me yeah, exactly. To be fair, this reminds me of that one episode in House. I don't know if anyone remembers it, where Wilson has a patient that he diagnoses with cancer and finds out that he was wrong and tells them, and they're actually upset by that. And it's like, so, oh, how long do I have to live? It's like, oh, 3 months. It's like, oh, by the way, you don't have cancer. It's like, well, I've had so many goodbye parties and everything. I've sold my house. I've taken all down payments, all that sort of. And now you've told me I'm going to live. I actually felt like I was living for the first time in my life until then. And it's like, that shit hits hard. So yeah, he sues him for the right diagnoses. And I'm like, you know what? I understand that reasoning. I agree that Wilson is upset, like, right to be upset, but also, yeah, that's how that kind of works a bit. Every 10 people and one of them is positive, to other will get, yeah. Right, like, it's just, that's how that shit works. It's how, like, again, it's statistics, right? Is sure, this is exactly what you want. It's great and all that, but it's also not statistically viable. Not quite right. So yeah, I always find that a little fascinating thing of just sometimes the right or wrong diagnoses is always upsetting. I mean, I've had a lot of diagnoses given to me at this point, and especially some of the ones I got last year, they're not good. Fuck, I wish I could sue for them. No, I don't. I thank my doctors a lot for the work that they've done and what they've tried to do to help me. I do need to actually go. Something I've committed to is that in the next few months I do need to go and do another doctor checkup to just confirm some things, because I have a few fears that are looking worse and worse as the days go by. Because just as a reminder, I'm not exactly the healthiest person in the world. Objection, I don't have a cold. Dude, I fucking wish I... Nah, but to be fair, there are some doctors out there that do deserve those negative reviews, right? Like, one of the ones I heard about is just like, oh, this is what's wrong with you. So you didn't even look at me. How do you know what's wrong? It's like, oh, well, you tick these boxes. It's like, okay, well, sure, we'll go through with this. It was wrong, didn't help. Went to another doctor. Oh yeah, that's not the problem. It's this. And it's like, okay, well, you've actually done a complete checkup on me. A word of advice, don't go to a hospital in America. Yeah, I mean, that's the short answer, right? Like, over here, at least hospitals are free, but like realistically, they're not as well. So I speak from experience. I had an ingrown turnout, right, at one point. Disgusting thing. It's awful. I booked in for the hospital to deal with it. Took a month. Got in. They did it. In about 2-3 months, it was undone because they didn't do the acidity correctly. It was worse than what it was prior, because it's now growing inwards, and it was painful as fuck. So I had to go private, which costed me like $300, and I got it done the same day as I went in and told them. So that's what healthcare in New Zealand's like. Now, I'm not saying it's always like that, but the fact is that if you actually want to solve your problems, you kind of have to go to your GPs. Because, fun fact, I'm on the list to get checked for sleep apnea. I got a call a couple weeks back going, hey, you've been on the list to be checked for about 3 years. Are you still wanting to get checked? And it's like, yes, I do want to be checked. And it's like, okay, well, we're just calling to see if you still want to be on the list. We're not saying you're close to being checked, though. So you're just asking, do I want to still be on a list that I'm probably going to be on for however long you're suggesting? Yeah, you're probably going to be on it for a few more years. Thanks. Like, I'm gonna genuinely probably be dead by the time they actually fucking get back to me on that shit. Now, again, you put my hand up. I know why this is the case. It's understaffing, under-resourcing, and all that sort of stuff in the healthcare sector. I understand this. I'm not blaming them per se, but I'm still upset by this matter. All that for a check. Yep. That is just a check if I might have sleep apnea. Which I know I do, because I've known people that have had it, and I have had basically all the stuff around it ticks every single box. Mind you, it doesn't affect my current life that much, so it's not an emergency that I need to get figured out. But yeah, that is one of the many checks that I need to have done. There's a lot of other checks that I've just not been able to get through with, because I have sensory processing issues. I mean, I have glasses, but I also have like hearing related issues and all sorts. And I did get tested for auditory processing, and we kind of confirmed that, but I would have needed to go through and do like $1,000 checkup down in Wellington at the time to formalize it. And I'm like, I'm not doing that. I'm not formalizing something for $1,000 fucking dollars. That shit's expensive as fuck. But just a second checkup that basically confirms the first checkup. And then don't even get me started on any of the stuff related to my heart. This is why I've not gone to the doctors in a while, because I know the moment I go, it's going to be like, hey, so you need to spend like more money than you can feasibly imagine to like get back into okay-ish health. So thanks. Love it. Good times. That is one complaint I have of New Zealand. Well, many complaints I have towards New Zealand's health system. Are my problems genetic? Some are. Some are hereditary and genetic. My heart one is mostly genetic. In fact, again, it's one of those. So to describe it in a way that's not going to give too much like personal evidence away and all that, my heart is more susceptible and weaker than what it should be for my current sort of thing. When I was like, say, talk of early 20s, right? My heart in early 20s was apparently equivalent to that of it being in its 50s. But just worse, because it was having to maintain a body that was early 20s. Which is way harder to do. So, to give a bit more to it, my heart runs at a permanently faster rate than it should be. My resting heart rate sits at about 90 to 100, which is equivalent to having a good jog. If I do any exercise, it shoots up insanely. And I'm more susceptible to cholesterol problems. So to give an idea, my natural cholesterol levels are that of if I was in my like 80s currently, which is again, it's like it's just naturally high. It is regardless of what I eat, it is just high because of the way it's congesting and stuff like that. So it means that, yeah, I have a heart that I shouldn't be having for another like 50 years at the minimum. Which is why I've been told that like if I make it to 50, it will be a fucking miracle. Again, there's a lot more to it than just some of those things, but those are just the details that I'll be willing to share. The higher your cholesterol, the higher your swag. Fuck yeah. So you can remove cancer. Yeah, like that's the other thing as well, is like there's a lot of misunderstandings with a lot of those sort of things. My case is rough because, in short, the best solution I have available to me is a heart transplant. To solve all of the issues I have. And I've basically been told I'm on the farthest end, too far on the end of the list that I may as well just call it I'm not on the list. So someone being told you're going to probably have the life expectancy of a normal human being, and then being told, hey, you're also not like a concern to us, was not an easy thing to deal with. So this is, like I said, this is the stuff I was kind of dealing with last year and why it was so rough to have the environment I did. Because it was basically the exact opposite of support I had at the time. Why I'm still so thankful to my friends that I had, because they actually were there for me. Instead of just trying to have people around me that were treating me like fucking trash. So on to lighter things. Let's go back to fucking the shit. W friends. Yeah, no, like, if you ever wonder why I speak so highly of, specifically two of my mates, this is why. It's because I had a day where I did have like a full-blown breakdown and I was crying uncontrollably, and one of them turned up even though it took like 2 hours to come over. By car, and during his job he just gave up on his job and came over, and then the other one basically said, I will come over and basically break you out of that house. So yeah, friends W, like common friend W. Fucking love those two. And it's why I feel so shit still, because like I can't do jack shit to pay them back for the amazing stuff that they've helped me through. I really, really do one day want to be able to pay them back even a fucking fraction of what I feel like they've done for me. And I'm sure they will answer the same way I would answer in the same context, which is, it's all good, bro. But regardless, that's not how I feel. So, oh no, that's not what I wanted to copy. Why is it not copying what I'm telling it to? Control C. There. Better. Speaking of one of the W friends. God damn it. I will never escape those fucking memes. Speaking of, Max, when the fuck are you coming over? I was gonna nag you, see if you were gonna be, like, possibly available, not this weekend, not next weekend, but maybe, like, the first weekend of July. To come down for doing something. That's what friends for. They support each other without the particular reason to do so. Yeah, I do agree with that. Like, I think, again, this is where it comes to that whole statement of the best of friends never ask for anything in return and give you everything they can. And you never ask for that stuff. That's why I just, again, I feel terrible anytime I might ask for something. We'll put it in the calendar. Noise. I will never stop feeling shite anytime I try and ask for something. This one is false. Can we stick exclusively to gibberish? Please no. I need to be able to read chat. Or French, same thing. Honestly, yeah. It is true though. Fuck French. Nobody likes French. You never actually checked if the feature actually worked. Oh no. At least they're all very fast fixes. That is at least something, but holy shit, that is a rough time. I mean, Something about me resembling an ogre, I believe? Is that what that was? I don't know. Atlantean Trident, I set the speed to 3, so yeah, we'll set the speed in here now. None? Okay. So what? Group name changing doesn't tell their contents. They got name changed. Oh god. The items don't update themselves when changing only an instance of themselves. Oh no. Oh no. Is a little rough. Double clicking an item in the file, select instead of button does change it, but not the button? Okay. Forgot, but at this point I don't think I need to ask about the current mental physical state anyway. Oh yeah, fair. Catch you later, Sasha. Oh, yeah, no, end of semester time, man. Rough fucking times. Wait. Oh, that's Shadow. That's what that is. I thought I was like, how the fuck have I sweated through a jersey? What? No fucking clue. Sometimes it works in the editor before loading the file or declare the knowledge she didn't give errors. Oh god. Well then. I'm not gonna lie, I'm tossing up a lot of what I do moving forward, right? So one of the big things I'm trying to do at the moment is 5 Iron Mouse can't find us. Oh god, you know, that's something I need to do. We need to figure out a good cinnamon roll meme to put in. Do we make like an enemy that's a cinnamon roll? Is that what we add? Or do we make a boss that's a cinnamon roll? What do we think is better? I feel like a boss cinnamon roll makes more sense. It heals you to hurt it. Oh god. Just need a big roll. I could also always add like a secret passive to Iron Mouse that she can't actually deal damage to a cinnamon roll. Or something like that. Or she heals the cinnamon roll and has to heal it to kill it. Bug boss roll, god. Big boss roll. I do like the idea of some meme stuff like that. Again, one day we're actually gonna like have bosses back in the game, and it's gonna be great. Find how you can be fucking ass to draw them. I feel like a cinnamon roll boss would be funny though. Healing them, and they do half damage to each other. You know what? That's fair. And it's because it's the reason why I find that funny is because, again, reminder, this is a boss rush game. Like, you're supposed to kill things as fast as possible. So the idea of like making a boss that if it turns up, you're just like, ah, fuck. RNG has cocked me today. But she gets a bonus afterwards. Like, she gets a cinnamon roll that follows her around or something. Maybe that could be her assist, actually, instead. Like, something to do with cinnamon rolls. Because at the moment, her assist is just literally her ult, but weaker. Or, like, with a longer cooldown, I believe. I think that's literally it. So we could do an assist that's related to cinnamon rolls. What would be an interesting assist for that? Just a cinnamon roll fucking falls down and rolls around. Make it so she manages to kill the boss cinnamon roll and that unlocks an item. Yeah, I mean, to be fair, we do have... That's something that needs to be worked on as unlocks. So... Because I plan on having unlock systems. So certain characters will be locked initially and certain... Side equipment will also be locked, but that's after we get a few more done into it. She morphs into a cinnamon roll. I don't know if that quite works. Especially if I want it to be the assist, because like, if it's an assist, it's other characters are using it. Fuck, autocorrect. What the fuck autocorrected there? So I can't remember what all of these will be for this. I think it's going to be like, will it be duration? What's the options again? Duration, player collide, screen edge. We'll probably put it as screen edge. Smash autocorrect, pog. Common autocorrect W. I'm gonna duck autocorrect so hard here. Y'all ever say something and kind of regret it? There we go. It's not like I've got enough shorts to edit at some point. Autocorrect got bitches before GTA 7. When is GTA again? 7? It's next year, right? Is what it was supposed to be? 2025? I think that's right. Oh, GTA 6, sorry. Fuck, I can't even remember which one they're on. GTA 6, yeah. Mr. Time Traveler, yeah. Sorry, my bad. I've already got GTA 6 in my world. I have to say, didn't play it. To be fair, I haven't played GTA 5, not once. I wonder if I'm missing out. Because I played... Which ones have I played? I think I played like San Andreas and I didn't really enjoy it that much. I think that's right. I think it was San Andreas. Now, I want to stress, it's not that, again, I'm saying the games are bad. They're just not my kind of games. A story where someone goes back in time and becomes a bard just riffing on a few modern music artists. Their villain is just a guy doing the same thing with Taylor Swift songs. Oh no! Oh no! Oh, that sounds like fuck. Dude, manga, man. You got an idea right here. It's so fucking stupid. I love it. That's actually amazing. In the Middle Ages. Yeah, no, just Taylor Swift in the Middle Ages. Let's go. I see no issue with this whatsoever. I love that. I actually really like that idea. Daft Punk. Oh no. Nah, Skrillex. Actual fucking dark magic music. Sorry, I'm just kind of like going through this sort of imagery in my head right now. Ultimate battle, two incredible bards, both with beef for God knows why. okay, can I talk about a story that I'm actually writing at the moment? So, lo and behold, I have written a story ages ago, and I've decided to rewrite it, and actually I'm going to try and have it make it in some kind of way. It's very much like a manga style story, and the fucking raw idea of it is just the stupidest shit ever, and it shows exactly my sense of humor. So it's a rom-com, which is immediately a fucking red flag to anyone that knows me, because they know what rom-coms I like. Where basically it starts with very generic hero versus the demon lord, and like an angel ally to the hero coming in. And the demon lord's like, you know what, let's keep this battle going, I'm enjoying this shit. So he creates a spell that means that they all get reincarnated, and they have to constantly keep fighting throughout the ages. So cue modern day. We're in the modern day. The hero is now a chick in this reincarnation, and she is trying her best to get into a job. And she gets there, and it turns out her boss is the demon lord. And it's just office work, like meme environment where it's the demon lord constantly just trying to make menial tasks really difficult to the hero. It's like use dark magic to make the printer basically fucking explode while having to do document printout, and then the hero is just like, well, now I gotta fix this because otherwise I'm gonna get fired. That shit is funny to me, okay? And this, yes, I did say rom-com, so, you know, take what you will from that statement as well. Boss or manager? Technically, because hear you out. Okay, I'll hear you out. Because I do have the idea pretty solidified, because it's basically like the hero has been hired in as their direct, like, secretary. That's the idea. It's, again, not saying this is a very good idea. A god is their boss, and they intentionally let this happen. Oh, no. I do get where you're going with that, and I do agree that would be funny, but that's not quite where I want to go with the story. Oh, apparently I got a thing on Restream. 100 messages today with Restream chat. Nice. Cute. No, so the idea with it is... Okay, so this is the harshest part about this one that's so stupid. So the angel always is the parent to the hero. Always has to be. That's the rule of the reincarnation cycle. Like, it's got some hard rules to it. I'm not really going to go too much into the story, but like the idea is that it's always, they're always the parent. Can be the father, can be the mother. It changes obviously because the gender's never locked. It's just they reincarnate all at roughly the same time when the conditions are met. So it's just, as the story develops further and further with these two, it is just like the goofiness, the simpleness of them like slowly actually becoming friendly with each other, and the realization that the demon lord just, the whole reason that this reincarnation cycle keeps happening is because they actually actively keep it going because they do not want this to end. They enjoy the, like, them being together and never wants it to stop. And then it gets into kind of like the topic of how the hero actually has dealt with some really fucked up shit through that time as well. So the hero even considers stop being the hero. Just kind of wants to be let off the wild ride. can chat members get little cameos, like on one of the employees shoots that doesn't matter to the story, has a Vaporeon or a pretzel. Oh hell yeah. No, I'd be definitely doing memes like that all the time. Again, this is tiny wooden Vaporeon sculptures slowly accumulate. Hell yes. It's like, what is the storage room? Oh, don't worry about that. But again, the weakness of this is I would love to get it kind of manga styled, but I do not feel confident in my personal art skills to do it to our manga style yet, which is why I have been doing a lot of prep in the background. Again, the write-up is the thing that's actually probably easiest with the story, because I have thought about the story since... The story has been in my head probably 8 years. This is one of the many stories that has been in my head for a very long time and has a lot of time to mature and clean up. I do like that idea, yeah. It would be value 1. So I tell y'all what, if you can find me a manga artist I'd be willing to do it for free, sign me the fuck up. Well, free initially. If it gets posted somewhere and it has some form of monetary return, then they would be getting like a 50% split at the very least. Give me a minute, oh god. Are you going to go kidnap someone, Roger? Please don't kidnap someone. And if you do not say that you've kidnapped them on stream for future legal reference. For legal reasons, it's all a joke. God damn it. For legal reasons, that's a joke. Okay, now we need to do the leveling, because I did do the level of array, did I? No. Whoops. All of this is basically just damage improvements. We'll probably change this a lot at some point. For legal reasons, I can only give friendly persuasive actions for their support. Yeah. No threat to the Vaporeon Armada. Oh god. It would have to be like legally ambiguous Vaporeon though. That would be the key thing to it. It's like, what is this fish dog? Don't ask. Don't ask. It's not worth it. What a fish cat. Yes. What a fish cat dog. I think that's the most accurate description I've ever heard of how to explain Vaporeon, right? To be fair, trying to explain Eevee to people is such a weird thing because it is a cat dog. Right? Don't try and tell me otherwise, that thing's a fucking cat dog and we all know it. Okay, now to check if the trident works. you were smelly. Oh, I didn't actually remove this yet. Yep. My bad. Fucking waterfish cat, goddammit. I just love that would be an explanation. It's like, what's that over there? It's the waterfish cat. The fucking what? Don't worry about it. Alright. It's sad to say, with this, Gur is now officially really bad. This weapon is absolute garbage now. At least early on. Straining your artistic skills for this. Dude, this is why I'm like not looking forward to it. Again, I cannot stress enough how much I would love to do this, but the art is the thing that's holding me back on wanting to do it. Which is why I'm like hating on myself, because I've said this before and I will say this again to this situation as well. If you believe the artistic stuff is the reason your story is not doing well, or like these sorts of things, no. It's because the story's bad. A good story doesn't care what it's... if it's got a good thing or not. Oh, speed. Okay, question. How do we want to upgrade the trident? If we were to upgrade this trident, how do we want to have it upgrade? Because at the moment, it is just upgrading with cooldown and damage. Keeping in mind the rest of Gura's kit, so she's all about like speed, haste, and darting around the enemies and kiting. I am very much open to suggestions on this part. There's a few ideas I have, but I'm wondering if they're too basic. Slow effect. See, I was thinking about that as well, right? But in a sense, is it correct to create a slow effect and a speed effect? Because again, so now I've just gotten the other ability. So now I'm going to get even faster. Admittedly, the speed isn't that high, but like, look at this. Do I need to have the enemy slowed when I'm doing this? A wave pull? You know, that's something that I've considered, but... and I hate that this is my counter to that. I have an ultimate weapon that I want to make out of the trident that's going to do that anyway. So I kind of want to save that for that. Because we also have the geyser thing, right? So you don't want to really double dip. And that's kind of why I say, like, I want to leave it to an ultimate weapon, because the ultimate weapon's going to, of those two combined, is going to basically be like, you throw the trident, it has geyser effects along the way, and it will land at a set distance, creating a whirlpool. feel like a knockback wouldn't be amiss, like increased knockback. There's an argument as well, we could make it throw more tridents as well, but I don't know if I think that's the correct thing. Does it make sense to throw additional tridents? Maybe a DOT. Make it so when it levels up, it actually has a DOT that it can unlock. Would that be an idea? I mean, you're hitting them with a fucking sharp instrument. Makes sense that it would potentially pierce you and bleed. It's just my thought on it. What does Minecraft tridents do? Because I actually don't even think I've ever used a Minecraft trident in my life. So it has a melee attack and a ranged attack. Press attack while holding the trident, deals damage to both mobs and players. Trident deals 9 melee damage. Successful hit will consume durability. Press and hold while charges it up. When releasing it a half charge or more, the trident is thrown, deals damage to an entity it hits. No, it does not have to be full charge to complete the damage. Hits a block, it sticks to the block. I mean, there's an argument to be made that, like, maybe the pierce aspect of it is something that we get later. So inherently it doesn't pierce, or it pierces only a little. That would be a nerf to the weapon, though. So give it what? Knockback, and which would improve the weapon, improve its damage, and then have it so it slowly gets better and better at piercing, so it has a better scaling, better worse early a little bit. Okay, I might write this down as notes. Scaling in Sure, there we go. That, I think, is a solid way of approaching the weapon. Means I can push the damage up a little bit as well, because if it's a one-hit weapon, then that makes it just worse. Okay, that's a solid way of approaching it. Okay, now I need to actually add the text here that I should probably have had. So it's weapon 9. And the text here. You're a weapon. Nice. Also, why are you, like, chatting today, Max? Are you off work? Don't tell me you're fucking sick again. Swear to God, man. Nah, just in range? Okay. Nah, fair enough, fair enough. Alright, so that's all of the character weapons done. Now we'll just be doing the universal weapons. And in need of annoying you. Fair. Again, we don't hang out often enough. To be fair, at the moment, worst time for me to try and hang out, because like I'm just very focused on my assignments and getting them done. I finished the 3D rendering shite for now, that I kept showing you, that engine one that I was doing. I'm now having to do a network thing in Unreal. So I have to basically make like a networked based game where you can shoot and respawn and shite and enable multiple players to be able to play it. And then after that I need to make an Unreal or Unity. I'll probably just make it an Unreal, a capture the flag AI system. And then I've got a presentation on Monday, a job interview on Monday, and yeah, I'll see where everything else goes at this stage. Still hanging out for that one job I submitted for. At the burger place. That's not too far away. That I would love to work at, because that means I could work there like at a more part-time capacity. Sounds like Combat Evolved. Oh god. I hate AIs, man. I really hate AI. To be fair, okay. Can I speak to something that I've considered for this game the more and more I think about it, because of some of the research I've done? I'm kind of considering making an AI in this game to handle enemies, but not in the sense that like the enemies themselves, but the scaling of them. So I want to try and make a system that's basically a scale manager for the enemy. That means that like it will adapt and figure out based on the damage you're kind of dealing, where you are with EXP and stuff like that, to give you more EXP if you're really behind, give you more enemies, all these sorts of things, and kind of adjust them softly to better improve the experience. Because, fun fact, did you know they do that basically in Payday 2? Payday 2 has a manager system for its AI, where basically if to ensure that you're not always in one way or always like, if it's been too quiet for too long, it will try and force things to occur, whereas if it's been too loud for too long, it will delay things occurring. So it makes sure that there's actual pacing to everything, so you're not always fighting permanently. Now, don't get me wrong, that's abusable, and the same as this would probably be abusable, but I'm thinking of adding a system where it just basically naturally goes, okay, this is the time. Based on the time, and based on the character's level, do a calculation of where they should be, what we want them to be at, improve the amount of EXP that's being dropped. It will potentially increase the amount of enemies because they're dealing enough damage, but they're not getting enough kills in the time frame. I think that would be an interesting system, because then I can tie in like, oh well, they're capable of dealing with these kinds of enemies now, so we can start sending these in instead of having it tied to hard timers. Now, I will put forward my hand up here. There is a problem with that system. Is that, again, while it's gameable, it is gameable to veterans of it. So those that aren't used to that system would definitely have a harder learning curve, potentially. But that learning curve might not be a problem, because it might be them able to kind of experience the game with chaos, is the way it plays. This is a system I'm thinking about. I'm not saying I will do this, but it is one that I'm considering. It will take a lot of time and work to design, because we're talking again about an artificial AI manager system that would have to be able to adapt, and it would have a lot of conditional checks. And it also doesn't help that when we say AI in this case, AI is, I would just basically have a lot of just math and checking systems to kind of see what values are happening when. It's like, oh, they've just killed a shitload of enemies. Maybe pull back on how many enemies are spawning, but keep spawning them. Oh, it's tapering off too much? Okay, we've learned that, so now we adjust accordingly, so we make ranges. I must go. Oh. Let's see. Oh my god, what the fuck is this statement? Apparently, Miyazaki has gone out in official statement saying that, like, they know for a fact that even the devs from From Software want a Bloodborne port, but, and to quote, apparently, if I say I want one, I'll get in trouble, but it's nothing I'm opposed to. It sounds like again, Sony's pretty much got a gun to their head going like, you're not allowed to do the port. Why not? You're not allowed to do the port. Fucking what? Cicadas are being infected with an STD that turns them into hypersexual zombies. Hell yeah. Why not? That is such a weird thing. Goddamn. Alright, Alright, where am I looking? Oh, god damn. Also, I should have a look at this water catfish. Oh my god. I love it. Alright. contemplating what I do now. Do I just call it here so I can go work on my assignments? If I do, this will be the last time you see me for like over a week. So let's go for a bit longer, because I don't feel like quite saying goodbye to streaming for this long yet. It's so... Again, I want to stress, I'm not wanting to not stream. It is pure and simply... I have to be feasible about it, right? I have got to get these assignments done. I have been pushing myself a little too hard recently for a lot of things. Like, the moment you hear double-digit applications in a day for jobs is a sign of like, oh shit, man, this man's trying to do shit. I am very, very exhausted at the moment from a lot of things. And yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. Like, I have an idea for a couple of things as well to do soon, but... Oh god. Oh, you, okay, can I just continue to do the complaints about the fucking... why the hell do we have this goddamn likes being private? Like, I know I already complained about this earlier, but it's just, I just saw Twitter again and I just saw some complaints about it and it just riles me up. It's such a stupid thing. It's to protect privacy. No, it's fucking not. You just want to be able to like hentai and not get in trouble. Do I need to find a way to make a plugin to pull that information? Is that... How feasible is that information to pull? Let me just see. So if I use someone I know that I can trust, following, let's say we look at good old, I don't know, fucking, one of my side accounts. Yeah, let's use the official VTuber one. Right, so there's no likes there. Speak to element. Because yeah, I'm literally just doing this. Let's fucking look at this shit together. Also, I don't understand the white bar at the top of the moment. It's a weird break thing that happens from time to time. Okay, so this is the main case. Class, let's see here, flex, defined as a thing. Huh. It's interesting, okay. So those are locked in classes. Okay, we've got that confirmed. Class hidden. Yo, toolbar, blah, blah, blah. I think that's just things there. Okay. So let me look up on another thing. Quickly. Is there anyone that's got like the programming side of this? Again, everything I'm doing is something that's completely legal. I just want to say that. So it's totally fine. And if it's not, well, then they should have better front of house. Wait, is there actually an API pull request for it? Okay, wait. There's no way that this is left in there, right? So apparently there is just a thing for this. I would just need to see where I would need to pull this API information from. Totally not doing bad things right now. I want to see if this is possible, because if this is possible, I will happily make like a fucking extension for this, and it would be fucking hysterical. The Great Owl Code, yeah, I mean, technically speaking, none of this is against the rules of what I'm looking at. And right now I'm looking at their official developer platform for API stuff, and there is a likes thing for it. Because I've got the command here, I would just need to know how to where and how to execute it and what tool and library that I'd need to pull from. I don't care about that, whatever. Would I have to use C#? Yeah, it's probably C# is my best bet out of these. It's the one I've got better experience with. .NET and C#. Might be something to fuck around with in the future for fun, for funsies. Totally not for any malicious purposes, no. Yeah, no, that's something to maybe look into for a little fun side project at some point. Oh, but I think we're gonna call it there, because I'm fucking tired. And I want to have a quick snack, quick rest, and then the rest of my day suffering through making a networking point in Unreal. So yay, fucking pray for me. Yay. Yeah, so just as a reminder, I will probably not be streaming next week. I'll try and make up for that in the future, but you know how it goes. Yeah, I'm really pushing myself a little hard at the moment. So I do apologize that right now I'm basically trying to not push myself. Might be able to chat after I get home, see ya. I'll see if I'm available, this is the short answer, but yeah, we'll see. But yeah, no, thank you so much for watching, I hope you enjoyed. You're awesome, stay awesome, and I hope to see you again next time. Till then, stay safe, and bye-bye.